My husband cheated on me after 6 years OD marriage. My husband left me after 6 years of marriage. In one day my world fell apart. 1 month ago, I was cleaning the house. My husband was sleeping. Our daughter was watching TV before the bedtime. I accidentally touched his phone and it lit up. And there I saw a message from her. She asked him if he would be able to take one more vacation this summer. He took me and my daughter on vacation 4 years ago and said he didn't enjoy it and wouldn't go anywhere. I woke him up and asked what that meant. And he told me that he don't want to talk about it now. He packed up and left for her. He has been living with her for a month. He came to see our daughter twice. His lover is his ex-girlfriend. She has got a daughter. He lives in an apartment in the next town. My daughter and I live in our house. It's all about me now. The garden, the house, the animals. Every day I wake up with the feeling, another day without him, I can't do this anymore. I can't sleep at night and I cry every night and I feel so bad inside that he is with her. I do not know what to do. Everything what he told me is that in our marriage he felt no more energy. Yet I was tired. I am nurse and I am still studying to get a degree. I have full-time job, daughter, school, house etc. Yet I was tired. He didn't do anything in the house. He didn't help me in anything. But I miss him. I miss him so much. Every day. I love him and I am waiting to him to come back. I don't know what to do. Comment. Contact a lawyer, put him on child support and file for divorce. He took the coward's way out, ran to her because he knew he wouldn't have to explain and apologizes. It will be easier for you if don't see him, have a friend be there when he comes. Also document when he sees your daughter and how long, and if he isn't consistent then fight for full custody. But I personally would have him served. Text him and ask for that HOES address so you can send divorce papers, if he won't have him served at work. Don't wait for him, sweetie. He isn't worth it, you deserve better than sloppy seconds. Take control of your relationship. You need to shock him into reality. Don't play the pick-me game. That never works. What may work is him understanding what he's going to lose. Go hire an attorney. Serve him. Drag this affair into the light. Call his parents. Name names. Get alimony and child support set up. Document when he sees his daughter. Communicate only by email or text. Go Grey Rock /180. Separate accounts. Name off of any joint credit card and accounts. Protect yourself and your money. Do not tell him about the divorce so he can't drain your money or run up credit cards. You deserve someone who loves you and to be in a respectful and healthy relationship. Model that for your child. Nah, you don't miss him, you miss having someone around. You miss someone who doesn't really exist anymore. The man you once knew, he walked away from his responsibilities and obligations. You can do this, please believe me, you can do this. I had my son at 20 and my daughter at 21, almost 22, and I've been a single mom the entire time. I'm now 43 and let me tell you, I worked full-time, went to college 3 separate times for 3 separate degrees, made sure my bills were paid, my kids were cared for and happy. I did that alone, and you, my love, you can too. Never allow someone else to define you. This is not a good man and you need to look at it from an outside perspective. He never helped with household chores, he doesn't bother to see his own child, he's a liar, manipulator, user, cheater. What part of him do you actually miss? Work on yourself and devote yourself to your daughter and your education. Keep busy and do not go backwards. This is a toxic person and you need to learn to love yourself and realize, this is a blessing. Sending you love and hugs. Next story 2. My best friend hooked up with 2 exes of mine. I don't know where to start, this is my first time writing a story on Reddit. But I saw TikToks of people just venting on Reddit, so I decided to try it. I am a male and am currently 18, so basically, my best friend that I've known for about 6 years hooked up with 2 of my exes. Let's call him Mark. The first ex he hooked up with is a ex from probably 2 years prior to when he hooked up with her. This happened at a festival that I could not attend due to family issues. A week or 2 after the festival, when I got my family matters sorted out, I went out again with my friends. That was when another friend of mine made a comment about Mark hooking up with X1. That was the first time I heard about it. He then took me into another room to explain it. He explained it as a one-night stand, as they were both drunk and they were just feeling like it. I wasn't mad at all. This ex was an ex that I have completely moved on from. But still, it remains a DCK move to hook up with the ex of your best friend. Now the second time was different. This was a more recent and fresh ex. I broke up with her a couple of months ago. But it was a hard time for me, as I broke up with her to spend more time on myself, as I completely forgot my self-care and well-being. I kinda still had feelings for the girl, but it was just getting too much for me, as I also struggled with school, work, family, and myself. So he hooked up with her about 3/4 days ago. I currently am on holiday in Spain. So basically what happened was, they came across each other at a festival near my hometown. And they started talking, and then the talking became flirting. And then they just made out in front of everyone at the festival. I feel embarrassed. I don't know why, but I think he made me look like a FK clown by that move. So yesterday he called me all of a sudden to tell me this SHT. I reacted fairly calm, as I was in company of my family. But as soon as I was alone, I broke down. It hurt like hell. I did not know what to do or say. I genuinely love him as a friend, like he really is my best friend. But this just does not make sense, as he knew how much I still feel for X2. So that made it even worse. I probably am going to confront him about it, cause it feels like I am a joke to him. BTW, he also has a ex that he has still feelings for, and I would not even consider hooking up with her. Well, SHT happens and I gotta move on. It hurt, but I won't seek for revenge. Comnet. You don't have a friend, you have a busboy running to grab whatever is left on your plate when you leave the table. Unfortunately, this is like 90% plus of dudes. It's like expecting a homeless person to return a paper bag full of $1 mil cash. Happens once in a while, but you'd be a fool to expect it to. If any friend of mine has any history with a girl, she's permanently off of my radar purely out of respect. Technically, is he allowed to hook up with her? Yes. Doesn't hooking up with her make him a horrible friend? Yes. Oh, I get it. While everyone here is making sense that you have no ownership or claim on what other adults do. Absolute facts. However, this is your best friend. Becoming a pattern. Some guys have different boundaries with friends. Personally, I'd start to ease off my friendship with Mark. Hooking up is more important to him than your feelings. Does he have a sister or ex you might hook up with? Just saying. Sometimes a taste of his own medicine. I'd never do that to a buddy without a long period after and frankly mentioning it first. Next story 3. My husband became a robot and I don't know how to help him. The title sounds insane, but here I go. We've been married for 6 years and have 2 kids. I'm pregnant with a third. My husband works from 9 to 5, comes home, does his chores, plays with our 2 kids, talks to me for a little bit, and then goes to sleep. But he doesn't seem to enjoy doing any of it. Like this whole thing is one big chore. He used to be this goofy guy who smiled and told jokes all the time, but I haven't seen the man smile in months. It's not like he's neglecting his duties as a husband and father, but he acts like it's just that, duties. Like hanging with the kids and me is a second job. I'm grateful for all he's doing, and he makes all of our lives so much easier, but it's like he's constantly on the clock and I think he might be depressed. I tried asking him if he was doing okay and he tells me he's doing fantastic, but I know he's not. That's the line he uses at work when customers try to make small talk and ask how he's doing. He doesn't take any time for himself. He doesn't take any breaks, he stopped playing games and stopped watching TV. He just does what I feel he thinks needs to be done and I don't know how to help him out. Our sex life has become one-sided. We do it frequently but only because I initiate frequently. Even if he doesn't seem in the mood he'll do it. Like it's his responsibility to make me happy. It feels like he isn't there in the moment, like his mind is wandering the whole time we're intimate and that, to me, feels worse than getting rejected. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know how to help because he won't let me in. To anybody else he seems fine, but I know something is wrong and I don't know how to fix this. I miss my husband, the guy who complained, and told jokes. Not this robotic shell that looks like him. Edit, alright, wow. I didn't expect this to blow up. I want to thank you all for your advice, I really appreciate it. It's clear to me now that my husband is overworked and burnt out. He comes home from work in a couple hours and I'm going to sit him down and talk to him. I'm going to tell him how I feel, and I hope that together we can find a solution that turns him back into the man he once was. I'm sorry if wasn't able to respond to everyone, but I want you all to know I read every comment and response. I'll post an update soon about how it goes. Comment. Your husband sounds burned out. He sounds completely exhausted with nothing but more exhaustion to look forward to. He's probably tired of the redundancy and depressed. He probably needs a long vacation from responsibilities and a new career. Edit, I forgot to mention that your husband is probably telling you that everything is fine because he doesn't want you to feel guilty or leave you with the responsibilities of everything on your own. Also, thank you for the awards, kind strangers. Absolutely. No privacy. No quiet time alone. Probably can't even take a shit without someone banging on the door asking if he's okay. If I had that I'd hop in the car and drive until I ran out of gas then start hiking. Hadn't thought to mention that part. I can't spend a half hour without a request for help or attention, can't walk across the house without a demand to know what I've got in my hand, can't have something fall through the cracks without a half-hour discussion/lecture about something not getting done, while I was doing something else, or about not paying attention and engaging with the people around me. Nothing better than burning a half hour to vent how you feel hurt and don't feel like someone is spending time or attention on you, at someone that's already drowning. And I say I'm okay a lot, because when I don't, we have a discussion, and I hear about taking time for myself, and then my list of stuff Toto doesn't change one iota, except now I have to also run something across town, and fix up some coolers of water bottles for some new thing that was planned and I just got drafted into. As a mom to a 3-year-old and wife, a full-time realtor and then as a human myself, I constantly feel exhausted and it feels endless. The worst part is everyone knows I'm always busy and no one wants to hear my complain for the millionth time that my life sucks every day and I don't know how to make it better. They say it takes a village to raise a kid, but I feel like villages don't exist anymore. Then I feel alone. So yes, we say we are okay because over and over again no one wants to hear the truth.